Tonight, from G.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Takes it at the 7.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out, CD, by the rookie out of Nevada, author of nearly 10,000 passing yards in only 3 seasons there. It's Carson Strong.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Strong going to look to throw it right off the bat. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Strong. Under pressure, they got him again. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Strong. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 33. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hurts. Caught on a slant. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. They'll go again with Sanders. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Back to throw. Strong. And his pass incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Strong. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. To throw on second down. Strong. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Operating from the gun. Strong goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating from the gun. Strong. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2nd and 1. Hurts to the right side. It's Kelsey. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Hurts throw caught by Olave. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Strong. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Strong. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Then on Sunday night, the oldest rivalry in the NFL, the Bears, the Packers from Lambeau at 8:20 Eastern sharp. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st down, Hurts. Finding Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Strong. Back to the same target. Campbell. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Another run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Paris Campbell from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
Hurts. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's brought down at midfield. So the first play of the drive, not only do they get the first down, but a big chunk of yardage. And looking pretty good here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw
to Jefferson on the slant.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.